To get a religious miracle, like the reappearance of the Virgin Mary, the last place you'd look is in a communist country. But in Yugoslavia, some young villagers claim to be in daily contact with the Virgin, and their claims have been taken seriously enough to attract millions of pilgrims from all over the world, true believers who've turned little Medjugorje into a Christian shrine. As if responding to a common cue, these Yugoslav teenagers fall to their knees before a vision of the Virgin Mary. This videotape, shot a few years ago, shows them in their state of ecstasy, where they say they're able to talk to the Mother of Christ. The apparitions are still happening, and according to the visionaries, Mary is using them to give the world an urgent message.
I have never thought it could be a hoax because I have great faith.
Tess Allison is an Australian pilgrim about to go to Medjugorje. She believes in Mary and her message.
The world is in a dreadful mess. It's in a shocking mess. And this is why Our Lady is coming, to make sure that, to try and heal the wounds that have been created in the world by the sins that we're committing.
Margaret Bowen runs her own beauty business, but she's closing up shop just to go to Medjugorje.
I want to go across to Medjugorje because here they're talking about utopia, practically, and I want to see it. I might be able to bring back a little bit in my pocket.
And there's Jean Gardner, a wealthy socialite who believes there's more to life than just cocktail parties.
I guess I've been very caught up with the social life, traveling, having a good time, and my rosary beads, I think, were sort of thrown in the back of the drawer all this time.
Bless these badges and books, which we will use on our pilgrimage.
All three women are part of a group of Aussies from Perth, preparing to go halfway around the world to visit a Christian shrine that's right in the middle of communist and atheist Yugoslavia. They want to come here, to Medjugorje, drawn by the miraculous appearances of Mary, the Mother of Christ.
The only new message of Medjugorje is her daily presence, and through her presence we become more aware of what we know already. So this is like a modern-day miracle.
Father Slavko Babaric runs the parish. He's a Franciscan monk and a doctor of psychology.
I think that one day this story of Medjugorje will be seen as a great trick, a great lie.
Father Slavko's boss, Bishop Paul Zanic, does not believe Medjugorje is a miracle. He believes it's a fake.
I don't believe in it. I'm convinced they are not true.
And in the beginning, it wasn't only the bishop. The government jailed the then parish priest, Father Jozo Zovko, for sedition. Now, the communist bosses have had a change of heart as the tourists and their holy dollars roll in. For our Australian tourists, it's a grueling all-night bus trip and they arrive at dawn to join the busloads of believers that have come to Medjugorje to find their own piece of heaven. June 24, 1981. Three teenagers were walking past this small hill on their way home. They looked up and they saw what they thought was a shining light. Curiosity drew them closer, and there they saw the Virgin Mary floating a few feet off the ground, holding the infant Jesus. Naturally, they couldn't believe it. In fact, they were terrified and ran away to tell three others. And for the 6 young people, that was the first of over 2,000 apparitions. Maria Pavlovich is one of the visionaries. Every night, at exactly 20 minutes to 6, she has a vision of the Virgin Mary. What does she look like?
She always appears in a grey dress with a white veil and a crown of stars. She has blue eyes, black hair, and she stands in a cloud. I see Our Lady as a person. I can touch her, talk to her, and listen to her.
Ivan Dragnovich has the same vision of Mary.
My life changed the first day I had that experience. It was like an explosion, like an electric charge going through my body, which changed me totally.
Like the children of Fatima and Lourdes, Ivan and Maria come from simple peasant families who for generations have tended not only their vineyards, but their Catholic faith. So it's really no surprise the Virgin Mary might choose another sleepy village to spread her message.
Le Fils de l'homme se prononcera aussi pour lui devant les anges de Dieu.
And at Medjugorje, every day is a Sunday. There's not only Mass every hour, but day-long confessions. It's a religious United Nations where no matter what the language, the message is always understood. For our pilgrims, attending church in Australia is never quite like this. It's a 3-hour Mass in Croatian, and there's 2,000 people packed into the church. Being a pilgrim can't all be fun.
Hallowed be thy name.
As well as Mass, there's the climb up the hill where Mary first appeared. It's steep and it's going to rain. But that's not enough to deter the Aussie group.
The morning we decided to climb the Hill of the Apparitions. The weather was absolutely dreadful, but we still decided to go up amongst the stones and the gushing water.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
And we got to the top, and within seconds the rain stopped. And we were very fortunate our group had the entire Hill of the Apparitions to ourselves.
Okay, you find it for me.
But even the hardiest pilgrims have to call it quits. For a pilgrim to touch one of the visionaries is almost like touching a piece of heaven.
No. Can I shake your hand? Thank you very much. God bless.
All day, every day, tour guides bring thousands to visit the homes of the young people.
Bye-bye.
But Bishop Zanic believes that the faithful could be victims of fraud.
6 years, every day. Why keep on saying it? Wherever they go, she follows them.
But why would they be lying? Why would young people virtually give up their lives for 6 years?
It's difficult to say why, but they got themselves involved in it. And now it's difficult for them to go back and say it's not the truth.
But Ivan says he knows why the bishop doesn't believe.
The devil can use his influence in many ways, both on priests and people.
Scientists also question if the apparitions were a hoax. Whilst in their state of ecstasy, the visionaries underwent extensive neurological and physical testing. The scientists couldn't prove the Virgin Mary was present, but they could prove the visionaries were indeed responding to something. Their eyes reacted as if they were looking at a powerful light. Despite the scientific evidence, Bishop Zanic is still a doubting Thomas.
If Our Lady gives me a sign that she has appeared, I will crawl on my knees from Mostar to Medjugorje.
But our Aussie pilgrims have been rewarded with their own heavenly signs. Several of them, like Margaret, say their rosary beads have actually changed colour. They've changed colour?
Yes, the chain from silver to gold. We're up on the hill, the little apparition hill. And I pulled my beads out of my pocket and looked and thought, I don't believe this, and popped them back in my pocket again because these things don't happen to me.
I had mine over my head as such. And I looked down and I said, oh, mine haven't changed at all. And with that I said, oh, wait, they're changing. And they have changed in little spots all the way up my rosary beads, right round. They have gone gold. Now I've got gold and silver chains on my rosary beads.
Jean, what about your rosary beads?
No, mine haven't changed to gold because this is all new to me. I think I've got to pray a bit harder.
Maria says that she not only talks to the Virgin Mary, she's also been on a tour of heaven and hell.
Our Lady has shown me heaven, hell, and purgatory. She showed it to me like a film. In heaven, there was a huge crowd of people who wore long gowns. All of them were happy and they were all the same age. I think about 33 years old, the age Jesus was when he died. When I saw hell, I saw another place with many people. I saw a young girl who was aflame with the huge fire that is in hell. Then she turned it into some kind of beast.
Although not many people can claim to have seen heaven and hell, Maria looks and acts just like any normal 22-year-old woman. But she says, in a short time, she'll be face to face with the Virgin Mary. At exactly the same time, Ivan and Maria approach the cross. They begin to pray together. They say they see 3 flashes of light, and then Mary appears to them. It's a moment our cameras can't detect. But if you believe Ivan and Maria, they are now talking to the Mother of Christ. While they talk to Mary in the choir loft, thousands pray in the church below. All of this is on Medjugorje.
Yeah.
If the Vatican does acknowledge these visions as genuine miracles, it will take years more of research.
40 kilograms.
But even official acceptance by Rome won't change Bishop Zanich's mind. Would you be embarrassed if the Catholic Church did eventually recognise Medjugorje?
I would be very embarrassed because I would be sure that they are making a big mistake.
Is everyone wrong?
Yeah. Yes.
So everyone's wrong and you are right.
Now, I think you said it a bit maliciously.
It's the end of the pilgrimage, and our faithful seem to have found what they were looking for.
Oh, I just wish I didn't have to leave. It was too short. But Medjugorje is the parish of the world and really the hope for mankind.
This is definitely Our Lady's classroom, where she's teaching us all how to pray from the heart.
Whether the Virgin Mary is appearing or not will always be a question of faith. But any plea for peace and understanding surely can't hurt. At the very least, for the pilgrims, Medjugorje means a renewal of their faith and a cleansing of their soul.
I don't need to see Our Lady. I know she's present. I know she's present wherever I am. And to see her, well, it would be lovely, but there's no need to see her. I've got the faith that I know she's around. She's there.